Have you ever scrolled through social media and Instagram and TikTok and you're just taken back by all of the Lambos and here's my $50,000 day, the Dubai trips, and you've just wondered, is this even true? Is this real life? If you've ever wondered that, this video is for you. I am going to talk about the other side of trading, which is the side that not a lot of people talk about. Everybody likes to highlight all of the good things, everything that you can buy, everything that you can do. But there's also the other side where it's the losses, what you actually have to do to get that good at trading. And sometimes you don't even go on trips. Before I get into this, I want to be clear, I am not bashing other traders. There are profitable traders and these gains are true. Both my fiance and I both show that. What I am talking about, it is the version of trading that people are selling you on social media that does not exist for most people. And I just want you guys to know that going into trading. Myth number 1, you're going to make money fast. The first few months for me were the most difficult ones, and I remember a year in, I wanted to quit. I was there learning the process, learning the strategies, learning from everybody else, and I was putting in the hours, 14 to 16 hours a day just studying, to then watching everybody around me making money, and I was making zero. I mean nothing. So those were the first few months. In the first year, I wanted to quit. I was so close to quitting. At the end of the day, the market is the only one where you pay a tuition and you do not even see the first paycheck for a long time. In the end, that is when you can start getting paid. But at the beginning, you're not going to make money fast. This is going to be a slow process, but in the end, it can be rewarding. Just make sure you know it is not about getting rich quick and making money fast. Myth number 2, trading is exciting all the time. Look from the outside and everybody's always pushing buttons and everything is always so exciting and you're in your own home, you're in your own office. But the truth is, most of the time I'm upstairs by myself, in my own head, in my own thoughts, trading, just alone. If I look around me, I have nobody to go to and say, oh my God, this is what I did. What can you help me with? What can I do? That is like having an actual job where you can turn to somebody and say, can you help me out with this? Or let's go out to lunch, or let's do something. The truth is, for trading, if you look around you, there's going to be nobody there. And most of the time, if I'm done trading by 10 a.m., I am looking around again. Like, what do I do now? I'm studying, I'm journaling, I'm reviewing trades, but that is as far as the job can take you. And sometimes I do miss that social aspect because social also is very important for the human mind. Myth number 3, you trade for 2 hours a day and then that's it, you're done. The reality of trading is it's not only the market hours in the session where you're actually executing trades. Yes, it's only 2 hours, 90 minutes. At 11, I usually cut off my day because I don't want to trade any longer. I lose after that. But that is just where I'm actually executing trades and actual trading. Reviewing trades, journaling, making the watch list, and then also keeping my life outside of trading disciplined so that my trading is now disciplined too. That all takes almost all day. It's almost like 8 hours that I'm actually planning my day and my life so that I can execute better in trading. Yes, technically it is only 2 hours, but then I spread everything out throughout the day so I can live a balanced lifestyle and not live like a 9-to-5 job. But at the end of the day, it's still work. And it's not only just, showing up and then good morning and then I'm trading and then I'll leave. No, there's a lot more to trading and to a profitable trading than just that. It's not just the execution part. Myth number 4, green days feel amazing and losses are easy to walk away from. The reality is I remember every single one of my losses, all of them. And I can pinpoint every single thing that I did wrong and how I felt and how demoralized I felt after it. I just felt it deep in my core. Versus gains, I just feel like they're not celebrated enough. And I'm not the only one that goes through this. I feel like there's a lot of traders where they'll have a really good day, but it's not celebrated because it's just part of the process. And you just feel like, okay, I did so much work. This is what's going to come out of it. And you're just worried the next day, I'm just going to have to execute the same process and do the same thing again. Now for losses, they will follow you to dinner. They will follow you to any activities that you have to do. They might even follow you to bed and you're still thinking about it. And it just feels so deep. That's the reality with losses. They're not easy to walk away from, but at the end of the day, they will teach you the most. And this is the emotional side that not a lot of people are filming. It is way easier to talk about the gains, to talk about all of the good things about trading, because at the end of the day, people want to sell the highlight of their life. They don't want to show how difficult it actually is to go through losses. It's not easy, but those are the ones that will teach you and me and everybody else around you the most. The emotional regulation is a very important part of this job. Myth number 5, you have to trade huge size to make it. This one is very scary because yes, you use bigger size to exponentially grow, but at the same time, if you don't know what you're doing, if you're forcing trades, if you're revenge trading, that's when you give a little bit of room to get emotional, and then the whole snowball starts. I learned this the hard way. In August of 2021, I was trading in Italy and I was already not having a good month. So I started forcing trades, revenge trading, and using bigger size. And that's when I took a $40,000 loss in just one trade. Go back in my channel, I share the full story on what happened. You do not need to chase these huge wins, and you also don't need to pressure yourself to use this big size, because you can exponentially grow and still have the rules in place and still be emotionally regulated to handle the big money. Because if you are making 50,000, you're also putting yourself at risk to lose 50,000. So make sure you have rules in place and understand that that is not the only way to make money. Myth number 6, the loneliness piece. Like I mentioned earlier in one of the myths, this can be lonely and all you're doing is just staring at the screens all day. The only thing that actually keeps me grounded and keeps almost everything balanced is having a life outside of trading. You do not have to only stay in the loneliness aspect of it, because if you do, you will get lost, and at the end of the day, you're just gonna feel like there is nothing that feels truly worth it in the end. So what keeps me going is my routine, hanging out with Jack, my fiance, walking my dogs, hanging out with my family, going on trips. So make sure that when you do get into trading, understand how lonely it can be, and you need to start figuring out the routine outside of it. What is gonna keep you grounded? What's gonna give you purpose? Because if you don't have any purpose, that's what actually makes you lose more money in the end, because all you're doing is just you start trading the P&L because that's all you care about. You only care about whatever money you're making or what you're doing in trading, and then everything outside is out of whack. So make sure that the routine is super neat and clean so that you can go back to trading and you're refreshed and you're energized and you're not wearing yourself down every day. And I want to leave it with this. I love what I do and I love my career. I wouldn't change it for the world, but I know what trading is. A lot of the people that quit and just don't make it out in the end is because they're chasing the social media version and the fake version that people are selling them, and not the reality of the craft and everything that comes along with it. So if you want to get into it, make sure that you understand what it is so that you love the craft of trading and not just the version of what it can give you, because profitability and exponential growth can give you a lot of freedom and it can be very, very rewarding, but learn to love everything about it, not just the gains and what it can give you, but also the struggles and everything. Just make sure you embrace every single thing of it. If any of this resonated with you, and if you've ever felt the pressure to look a certain way based on social media, let me know in the comments. I read all of them and I also try to respond to every single one of them. And if you want more of the real side of trading, which is the wins, the losses, the struggles, everything, let me know too, and make sure to subscribe because I have so much more that I want to share with you guys.